Welcome back, everybody. Max here with Cutthroat Hunting, and today it's the weekend, so you guys know what that means. It is time for another weekly junk silver update. Yes, I did it, guys. I went out there to my scrap metal dealers today looking for some silver, and I found some amazing deals out there. This is probably the best purchase I had in quite a while. I really love the coins that I got today, and I also got them for an amazing price. Let's pour it out of the bag and give you guys a sneak peek before I will sort them out and talk about the coins in detail. But look at this, guys. It's a nice batch of junk silver coins. It's very good variety too. We have all kinds of things. We have some US stuff, we have some Canadian coins, we have some UK colonial coins. We also have a few nice proof coins in here and some odd European bits and pieces as well. Overall, we're looking at $480 in junk silver according to spot price, and I only paid $440 for it, Canadian dollars that is. So we are roughly 9% under spot, which is an absolute amazing deal right now in times like these, where premiums online and also in coin shops are as high as they've never been, really. So I was super thrilled to buy it, and I increased my budget this week for reasons that I will explain a little bit in further detail after. But many of those coins here are beautiful, and I will go through it in detail with you guys and show you what I got. I'll be back in a second. Alright, guys, I have it all nicely sorted out in front of me here, and what a beautiful haul of awesome junk silver coins. It's such a great variety, and we will talk about it coin by coin in detail in a second. I just wanted to explain my reasons why I increased my budget this week. As you guys know, silver took a quite huge dip last week. We went down over $1, almost 5% within 1 week, and that was mainly because much higher US bond yields were announced, which is usually something that is double bad for the silver price. For different reasons, and we talked about this in another video. If you guys want to go check it out on my channel, you can. But today things changed a little bit, or like in the last few days, because the US announced the newest stimulus package, which is actually one of the biggest stimulus packages in US history. And I am pretty sure that will have a positive effect on the silver price. So I was ready to buy a little bit more if I find enough stuff today. As you guys know, if we get stimulus packages in the US, what that mainly means is a weakened US dollar. More US dollars have to be printed. So that is basically increasing inflation and is something that is good for gold and silver. And especially for silver, there's also the secondary effect that stimulus packages also are something that usually stimulate economic growth. At least that's the whole point of the stimulus check. And that is something that is very good for silver, because obviously more economic growth means higher silver demand, higher industrial silver demand. So I expect silver to go up quite a little bit today after that announcement, and gold I expect to go up a little bit as well, even though I think silver will go up more than gold, exactly for this factor that there is two reasons why silver go up and two things working in the silver price's favor here. So I could see silver going up when the markets open today by something to up to $1, maybe regaining the losses that we lost last week. Maybe it's a little bit less. I'm filming this roughly half an hour before the markets reopen, so by the time this video is out there, you guys can see how my assessment was and if I was right that silver will go up a little bit, and to increase my budget today rather than buying a bit more next week. But let's look at those beautiful coins. We have all kinds of amazing stuff here that I want to talk about. Let's start on the top. We have 6 Canadian silver dollars here. We have a 1967 proof-like centennial dollar here. This one looks to me like it's from a proof set. You can usually see that pretty clearly in with those centennial dollars. They look much more shiny, the proof runs, and this one doesn't really look cleaned. It doesn't look clean to me at all, actually. I don't think it was. Very common coin, but I really like to get some of the Canadian dollars if I can for a good price. These ones were slightly under spot at $19 each, so I did not hesitate to buy them at all. Even though I didn't buy them all, there was maybe a couple more, but I wanted to stick to my budget even though I increased it. I'm not the guy who spends all of his money irrationally on silver and risks paying his bills, so I do what is financially advisable for myself and that I can justify to myself. So I just didn't buy obviously all silver that was there. There was still a lot of Canadian junk silver out there if I wanted to buy it. But I bought this 67 here because it was in nice condition, the same as here for this 1960. It's also a pretty common coin, even though it's less common than the 64, 65, 66s that you see all the time. Next here we have a 1958 Canadian $1 British Columbia Provincial with Queen Elizabeth on the back side. This is one of my favorite designs, so I really love stacking those. They command maybe a little bit of a premium compared to those two, but really not much. But if we go here, we have actually three much nicer silver dollars. We have a 1949 Voyager Canadian dollar here, King George VI. It's a lower mintage year, but it's not crazy low mintage, but those guys usually command a bit of a premium online, and I got them all for the same price, so I was super happy. We also have a 1939 here with a very nice patina, beautiful aging on this coin. This coin was actually in a pendant, but the pendant was one of those where the coin is just lying inside there. It's actually, you can screw it open, so I was super happy that it was easy to get the coin out, because this is too nice of a coin to actually put a hinge on it and destroy the coin. And then last but not least, we have this 1936 King George V silver dollar here. Super slick condition, but you don't see those very often for spot silver price. They usually go for a little bit more than that. On top of that, we have two of the Canadian 1976 Montreal Olympic coins. You see them all the time, and I like to buy one from time to time because they're just a nice high percentage sterling silver coin. Very chunky and very nice and easy to store and add some weight to your stack. These ones here are roughly, I think, what are they? 40 something dollars spot. No, actually not. Sorry, they're $36 spot. Those are $18 spot. So we're talking about just over an ounce and just over half an ounce with those. Both of them are not in nice condition. I actually saw many of those in perfect mint state. Those ones here I obviously have seen some love, but I still like to pick them up. We have three Canadian 50-cent pieces here. Nothing really special. We have a 1950, a 1956, and a 1955. The 1955 is by far the best date here. It's kind of a semi-key date within the young heads 50-cent pieces. So that was one I definitely wanted to take. We have 5 Canadian silver quarters here and around 15 Canadian silver dimes. Again, I was a bit picky about the years, but there was no very special low mintage years or anything in there. But again, still, if I have the choice, I rather take a 47 Maple Leaf over a common 1950 or a 1939 King George. There's not much of an extra for those kind of coins, but they are lower mintage, they are a little bit more desirable, so if I can, I pick them up. And then we have 3 old Canadian dimes here, 2 of them being 80% late 20s King George V coins, and this one here is a 1909 sterling silver King Edward VI. This one is absolutely awesome. I love getting those old sterling coins, especially because you rarely pay sterling for them. We have a few US coins here. We have 2 simple Washington quarters, a 63 and a 64. We have a 64 Kennedy 90%. As you guys know, I love the US coins, and I always buy all the US junk silver coins my junk silver dealers have. Unfortunately, they don't get incredible high amounts of those, but that's one of my favorite things to stack. And then we have 1 Mercury dime, just a very common 1942, nothing special here, but this one has a nice patina too, and a little bit of a toning on the backside, which is, again, as always, almost impossible to get on camera. Basically, that concludes all the Canadian and US coins, and then we have a few nice European and UK colonial coins here. We have a very common 1951 5 mark F. The mint mark is down here, as you guys know. Very common 62.5% German silver coin. Again, love to stack those. And then here we have a German 10 mark Olympic coin with the D mint mark. I think this one. Yeah, this one is a D. Again, super common coin. I think Germany made, I don't know, 25 million of those coins for the Olympics, so it's super common. But again, nice design, nice size, and unfortunately a bit of a lower percentage, but I got a good deal for those coins. This one here is probably around $7 spot, and this one around $10, and you shouldn't pay more than that for it. They're just simple junk silver coins. Then we have a few small coins here, nothing special. We have a Dutch 10 cents piece, 72%, and we have a 1921 British 3 pence, which is again nothing special. We have a Swiss half franc, 1948, and I love Swiss francs. This is probably after US and Russian coins, my favorite coins to stack. Absolutely beautiful. And I love the design. I love that they're still in circulation with the same design today. And this is just a beautiful, iconic coin. We have a few South African 50%ers here. We have a 2 shilling, 1957, and then we have those 1 shillings, which are actually 10-cent pieces, I think, after 1960. So those are actually 10 cents. 10 cents South Africa with whoever that dude is on there. Sorry for stumbling there. I expected Queen Elizabeth to be on there, but then I forgot that they had this guy here. We have Queen Elizabeth here. But again, very common South African 50%ers. But again, I love having a little bit of this variety and getting international coins. We have a Swiss 1 franc, 1962, 83.5% silver. Also the same iconic design, absolutely beautiful. We have a Dutch 1 gulden, 1955 here, 64% silver. No, they're 72% silver. I'm sorry, guys, 72% silver. It's roughly a $5 coin. Beautiful coin. I like the size. It's like somewhere like a little bit between a $1.25 and a $1/2. And then we have a Japanese silver coin here, which I don't come across so often. This one is 50% silver, 100 yen, 1959 actually. I checked the date. And I didn't get many of those for spot, so I'm happy to pick up something new. And then we have a Decimo here, 1/10 of a Balboa. Panama is just an absolutely iconic design. I love the Balboa coins. It's also something I love to stack if I can get my fingers on it for spot. Paid spot for this. So we're talking about $2 on this coin, roughly. And then let's look down here at the few nice proof coins I have. We have this one here, which is Russian and US Corporation Partners in Space coin, July 1975. This one is quite common, but it's in beautiful condition. It's super shiny and I love the design. And I also love coins that are stamped on the rim. As you guys can see, we have the sterling silver stamp here. So we're talking roughly 21 grams of sterling silver here. It's a beautiful coin. I love getting pieces like this for spot. And again, I love variety in my stack and I love picking up this kind of stuff. We have one 1986, which is my birth year, by the way, so this is a nice one. 1986 frosted Canadian 50% silver coin. This one is a 50%er, and those ones are super, super common. They're, in my opinion, also junk silver coins. They are not very popular, so I think paying spot for these is more than enough. You should not pay more than $12 for those coins. And next to it, we actually have the 1993 $1 Canada Stanley Cup. And this one I bought as a 50%er, but this one is actually a sterling silver coin. And that's something where you have to be careful because you have to look up every single year of those Canadian dollars. The modern Canadian silver dollars vary in percentage. You often have 50% coins, but there's also sterling coins, so always be careful if somebody sells you those coins as sterling silver, because many of them are actually 50%ers, and I had this discussion with a lot of coin resellers before, where I had the feeling that they tried to sell me a 50% silver coin for sterling price, but this time it was the other way around. I asked him and he was like $11 each, and I'm okay, I pay that, no problem. And then let's get to the best coins of the day. That's actually the coins why I said this made me so happy. We have two 1989 Soviet Union 3 ruble proof coins, and these ones here have 1 ounce of fine silver. They're 90%, so we're talking about roughly 34 grams overall for the coin, but the silver value on those coins is exactly 1 ounce. And these ones are very, very awesome coins. I even have the original packaging with them, which is a bit hard to show on camera. It uses a lot of space, but basically it's a certificate of authenticity. And both of those coins are very limited, 45,000 minted, and they're absolutely beautiful and shiny coins. I love getting Russian coins like this. This is definitely by far my favorite coins of the day. And that concludes the junk silver video today, guys. I hope you saw some nice coins that you didn't see before or learned something. And if you like the content, please hit the subscribe and the like button. I usually do one of those junk silver videos a week. And sneak in a few videos in between during the deal, depending on what's going on. Sometimes some coin runs, sometimes just some talk about random silver stuff. So if you guys are interested in this kind of content, tune back in, and I hope to see you guys next week, and have a good one.